live from Mediacom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena. It is ACHA Division I Women's College Hockey featuring the McKendree Bearcats and the Concordia-Ann Arbor Cardinals. Hello everybody, Steve Cass and Dan Lee, along with our cameraman Christian Kuzo tonight, as these two teams, well, I don't want to use the term Goliath and it's just, I want to avoid that, but the bottom line is McKendree comes in at 7-1. Bearcats ranked number 2 in the ACHA first ranking, and they meet the Concordia-Ann Arbor University Cardinals, who yesterday, even though they fell to 0-4, they played Arizona State tough in the first period. They got a goal to tie it up to make it a 1-1 hockey game. And it was just the fact that they only have 13 players, and it was just not enough for these players to play a full 60 minutes, although the conditioning is getting better.
Well, they have 13 on the roster, but they didn't bring a couple of those with them.
True.
They actually only suited up 8 players on the ice and 1 goalie, so a total of 9 on this team. But you know what? I like to call them the little team that could, because they have an indeterminable spirit about them, and they're going to go out there and have fun and play hockey till the very end of the game. And we saw that last night and had a great time.
Well, let's join the public address announcer, John Hinesley, as he introduces the starting lineups for today's game.
University. The head coach of the Bearcats is Derek Palardy. Coach Palardy is joined in the box by assistant coach Nina Elia. At right wing, a junior from Eagle River, Wisconsin, number 12, Allison Savola. At right defenseman, a junior from Chillicothe, Illinois, number 29, Nadia Studnitsky. At center, a junior from San Jose, California, number 19, Dominika Rush. At left wing, a junior from Willard, Utah, number 26, Tia Kay. At left defense, a sophomore from Owens Crossroads, Alabama, number 17, Lauren Davey. In goal for the Bearcats, a junior from New Lenox, Illinois, number 1, Jasmine Malinkowski. Coach Palardy and the Bearcats. And now for the Concordia University at Ann Arbor Cardinals and their head coach, Maria Barlow. At right wing, a freshman from Walled Lake, Michigan, number 22, Alexandra Reagan. At right defense, a freshman from Eagle River, Alaska, number 40, Kiera Chapron. At center, a freshman from Parry Sand, Ontario, number 8, Brittany Badger. At left wing, a freshman from Latrobe, Pennsylvania, number 76, Mira Rowland. At left defense, a freshman from Orange, California, number 98, Kim Mills. In goal for the Cardinals, a freshman from Jackson, Michigan, number 35, Brittany Simpson. Coach Barlow and the Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States stands as a beacon of peace and goodwill, with a dedicated duty to preserve freedom and democracy worldwide for the good of all. At this time, will you please stand and remove all headwear to honor America, the greatest nation on earth, and pause to think of our brave men and women in uniform as we listen to the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem from the Stan Melton Ice Arena here at MediaCom Ice Park in Springfield, Missouri. Stan Melton Ice Arena, based on or at least this side of the rink, is in dedication for Stan Melton, who brought hockey here to Springfield and the Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey Club. That's where these two teams play, and of course Christian Kuzo, he's part of that, the Division III hockey team, doing camera work for us here today as they have the weekend off. So thanks, Christian, for joining us. Definitely appreciate that. Sporting his nice Ice Bears beanie, it looks really cool. And I'll tell you one thing, Arizona State, they came with some merchandise too, and they have some pretty cool hats. I was looking at some of them.
They've got some nice swag out there.
There is definitely some good swag, as you say.
We are ready for some hockey tonight. McKendree going after Concordia-Ann Arbor. And last night, McKendree with a 4-0 win over Aquinas. And Concordia-Ann Arbor putting on a good fight, but eventually falling in the third period and ending up with an 8-1 deficit by the time that one was over with. But again, for somebody that's only got 8 outskaters, this is one tough little team. And they hung with ASU for the better part of 2 periods and made that a hockey game until they just flat couldn't skate anymore. And we're looking forward to watching them in action again tonight. I'm Dan Lee along with Steve Casson, as he mentioned. Christian Kuzo on video for us tonight, and we're underway.
As McKendree will skate from the right to the left and Concordia from the left to the right. It is in the McKendree zone, quickly centered up the middle off of the stick of Kendra Reagan. She got the only goal in yesterday's game for Concordia.
And into the corner goes Keisha Johnson, and she'll steer around the boards and come up the half board on the near side. And they'll stack the players up right there. Pass comes out to the middle, taken away by Concordia. They'll send it the length of the ice.
All the way down. This should be an icing, and it is. Goaltenders for today's game. For McKendree, it is Jasmine Malinowski. In 4 games, she's 4-0 with a .73 goals against average, not even allowing a goal a game. 3 shutouts. I said she played 4 games. She has 3 shutouts and a 9.73 goals against average. And you know what? I like her even more, Dan.
Yeah.
She's a southpaw.
Oh, well, that's full righty.
Full right, as they call it. Yep. And that's always a good thing to see.
Here's Concordia with a steal coming out of the zone and knocked down to the ice.
As they quickly turn and burn and go the other way, Dakota Peterson, leading scorer for McKendree. 7 goals, 3 assists.
That was Miro Rowland with the near breakaway. Here's a shot from the point that whistles wide to the right. And there's some size out there. We're not going to tell you exactly what the size is, but there's some good sized players from McKendree out there right now as they go to work. And they'll bring it on the left-hand side. Here's Jackie Leone, and her pass is intercepted in the middle, and Concordia comes the other way. Here's Mira Rowland.
Rowland's going to break free. She has some room on the left side. Rowland looking for some help. There's nobody there as Concordia with a line change. Rowland is chasing the puck, and she steals it, but tripped up. The officials say no, and the play is dumped down to center ice.
Into the zone they come with Leone leading the charge. Centers the puck through it, and a shot comes in on goal. A nice save by Brittany Simpson to start things off. Now a loose puck out in front. Shot, and this one sticked aside by Simpson as well as it heads into the left corner. Back behind the net it goes. Picked up there by Natalia Taylor, and Natalia gets steered back into the corner. Pinned down there by Olivia Dries. Toward the corner post and right on the doorstep, but around wraps the puck and no deal. Simpson is there to stop it all, and Concordia will come loose with it.
Going to race it down into the near side corner all the way around. Trying to get possession of it was Gabby Quintana. Taken away by McKendree, and it's cleared out to center ice. The other goaltender, as you mentioned, Dan, for Concordia, Brittany Simpson, yesterday faced 71. No, I'm sorry, there was more than that.
73,
73 shots. Yeah, she faced 73 shots in yesterday's game, and quite frankly, I think she did a great job given the situation in yesterday's contest.
Yeah, when it's raining hard, you can only catch so much in the bucket, you know. Here's McKendree coming in on goal with a shot from the left side, and it might have drawn a little iron on that one as it deflected off of Simpson. No harm done. Now a break.
Here comes chasing it in Quintana, and Quintana can't catch up with it. It'll go to the near side. Now to the far side, swept all the way where it'll be grabbed by Laura Wentz out of Bismarck, North Dakota. She clears it all the way down.
Nice move getting around traffic is Alyssa Albee. She's got it in the corner, looks for some help, comes toward the middle through the face-off circle. And now sticks fly as they try to get control of a bouncing puck. Simpson will come out and cover it up and stop play. Scoreless, 16:32 left here in the first period. 3 shots on goal registered by McKendree. And Concordia-Ann Arbor, the home team for this one, by the way. McKendree, the visitors, in their dark purple uniforms with black pantaloons and helmets. Concordia dished out in their red pants and helmets, white jerseys, black numerals.
Dan, did you miss a goal?
Did I miss a goal? How did I miss a goal? I must have missed a goal. I thought Simpson had the stop, but apparently not. We're going to get a call from John Heisley, the PA announcer, here in a second and tell me exactly what it was we missed. Did you see a goal?
Well, unfortunately, I was doing a little prep work. I was giving that to you.
I saw Simpson dive out of the crease. I thought she dived right on top of the puck and made the save, but apparently not. It's 1-0 on the board. My apologies. Oh, and there's another one as they come streaking through and working the far side. Now everybody heard that one. I don't think anybody saw that first one, to tell you the truth. But this one is scored by Allison Cibola, and it's 2-0 McKendree. Now, see, nobody cheered on the first goal either. I don't think anybody in here saw that goal.
Well, it's happening way too fast for a lot of people to catch up here.
Well, this comes with 16:16 left in the first period.
So here's the second goal. And we'll see if we can get additional information on it.
Yeah, I think he was announcing the goal just as that second one happened, and we didn't get to hear the first goal. So we're a little behind the 8 ball right now as McKendree goes back to working offense.
At 3:44 of the first period, number 26, Tia K, off the assist of number 19, Dominica Rouge.
Okay, that's
Tia K from Dominica Rouge for the Bearcats at 3:44 of the first period.
Yep, that's the second goal. So we'll have to catch up at intermission and see what happened on that first goal. But we do know it is 2-0 right now in favor of McKendree, as they got 2 quick ones right there. And they are back to work on offense. McKendree whips it around the boards, tried to get it to the back of the net. It's intercepted there. Brittany Badger had it on the stick momentarily. She's still battling for it. Now it comes free. Olivia Dries tries to get in on the action, but it comes away to McKendree. They try to center it through. It's loose out in front, swept out to the top of the slot and sent right back in, knocked down by a stick along the way. And Concordia manages to dodge a bullet and get it out to center ice. Nice stick work to get it even further. That was Alexandra Regon who got that one into the zone. But McKendree takes it back. McKendree working on the right side of the formation now as they come up right wing. Here's Charlie Wagner. Wagner carries all the way down into the corner, tries to go all the way around the net and does. Now looks for somebody to center through as she got past the check of Olivia Dries. Intercepted out on the top of the slot, and the ice is clear. All the way down it comes. Quintana had it momentarily, and Gabby ends up on her backside right along the goal line, and it comes away to McKendree. And they'll come back the other direction. Into the left side of the zone now. McKendree on the attack once again. Into the far corner along the half board. A couple of purple jerseys collide with each other right there, and it's knocked down at the blue line as Concordia tried to sweep it clear, couldn't get the job done. Here's Brianna Sheridan with a stick on it, and she got it at least as far as neutral ice, and McKendree had to back up a little bit. Now they come back into the zone. They get a quick defensive change, and they'll work into the corner. Trying to work it toward the low end of the slot, and it comes all the way out to the point, sent right back in, now bouncing all the way back out again. To the far corner we go. Sheridan has it. Can't clear. Oh, and a misplay got it out of the zone as it looked like it was going to be cut off by Nadia Studniczka, but nope, it was held in there. Back into the zone. Turn around and clearing the ice is Dries. All the way back down. McKendree has it. They'll start at their own blue line, working the puck out with Lauren Davey. Davey tries to chase it all the way over the other side, and that comes back to the near side. Davey into the zone on the left wing, looking for some help. Facing with Mills. Mills turns her back the other way, and here's another steal as Rowland had it momentarily. Oh, and they came one chip pass away from having a breakaway as Alexander Reagan couldn't get there in time. Now McKendree back the other direction, lifts one high over the goal. Out in front, now tipped back to the point. Here's a drive, and this one bounces in, and a good stop by Simpson off of the effort from Lauren Davey. It comes back out to the point. McKendree sends one down low. Saved. Rebound is close. Open goal on the left side, but McKendree can't get it there. And it comes back outside. Near half board. Working around to the slot. And taking the shot is Allison Savola. She can't get it to go. And there's another loose puck and a chip shot that heads over the goal and comes to the near corner. Back out top of the slot. Poked away. And out of the zone it comes. And momentarily at least, McKendree will have to retreat, but they didn't get back in time. It's going to be an offside call with 12:09 left here in the first period. And a 2-0 McKendree lead. Bearcats over the Cardinals of Concordia University Ann Arbor.
I think I have those goals here for you. This is goal number 1, Dan, as the shot after a scramble for it came down in low. The goaltender came out, could not make the save, and it was a 1-0 lead. Don't know the goal score. Here's goal number 2, and that's the tail end of it. We'll have to get that one set up for you again.
It is a 2-0 count, and McKendree pretty much controlling the tempo of this contest so far, as we've yet to see a shot on goal from Concordia. McKendree at center ice, wheeling back through the big bear head logo here at Mediacom Ice Park is I believe that I have the wrong roster. That's what's going on here. I think I have the wrong roster going on. Anyway, comes out, top of the slot, shot is knocked down, comes over the left-hand side, knocked down there. Back out the other direction. And swept away. Waldbillig had it momentarily from McKendree. And it comes out. And once again, McKendree will have to retreat momentarily. 11 minutes and counting here in the first period. 2-0 McKendree. Working in on the left side is Dakota Peterson. And they give it up in the slot. Quick shot taken by Charlie Wagner. And it's up and over the goal, no good. And into the netting. That'll stop play with 10:49 left to go. Had a couple of extra names on the wrong side. I don't know why, but I did. So here we go, back to work. Concordia wins the draw but can't clear the zone. Is taken on the point by Madison Messick, and Messick sends it back behind the goal. Now they'll work the corner out front, and a good opportunity there for Dominica Roosh, but she couldn't get it to go as it was knocked down on its way into Simpson by one of the defensemen for Concordia. Now it comes the other side. Here's Jackie, that was Olivia Dries with the puck. She can't get rid of it. And it comes back in. Taken there by Madison Messick. She'll send it to the near half board. Back out to the point. Aaliyah Burbage into the game now. Handles the left point for McKendree as she watches the action in the corner. Now it comes back to her. Burbage couldn't get a stick on it, but goes back to retrieve, still inside the zone. Sends it back behind the goal. Concordia picks it up there, tries to work it around the boards to Gabby Quintana. She gets it out of the zone, and McKendree will be thwarted momentarily at least. Now they pick it up and wheel in on the other side of the formation. Here's Keisha Johnson all the way to the net. Takes a short angle shot and a good stop by Simpson. With 9:41 left, she'll cover up. 2-0 your score here in the early going. First period action. McKendree with the lead.
Well, Dan, you've been calling most of the play-by-play. It's been all McKendree right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's they're kind of camped out on that end at the moment as McKendree has really picked up the tempo, and they're doing a good job of trying to wear out this short bench of Concordia.
Cleared out down where Malinowski will wait. Little mishandle there. It goes behind the McKendree net with 9:25 to go in the period. Puck outlet to center ice. Here's Elisa Albee with it.
And Albee has some help in the left wing. Goes that way. A give and go back to Albee. And a great sliding save by Simpson on the side. As she got pulled one way and had to slide back the other and made a great leg save. And it comes back around to the near side now as Albee had all kinds of chance there. There's another loose puck out in front after an initial stop by Simpson. And Concordia hanging tougher on the crease right now as McKendree pinching down hard. Into the corner it goes, picked up by Alyssa Albee. She sends it back out to the top, and a shot sails up high over the netting by Nadia Studnichka. It'll take me a while to get that one under the tongue. Here's Rowland. She gloves it down to herself, tries to work for possession, now gets pinned up along the corner. Puck comes away. A turnaround snapper is right off the pads of Simpson, and it comes out to center ice, and McKendree is in a delayed offside, so they'll get a line change out of the deal as Concordia comes up with the puck. Can't get it out of the zone, though, as the fresh troops come in for McKendree. And again, Concordia facing that problem, not having time to get fresh skates on the ice, and they have precious few of those to begin with. Right now, they're trapped in their own zone. McKendree with unrelenting pressure as Mills tries to work the puck around the board. Can only get it so far, taken back by the purple jerseys of McKendree. Now finally a misplay helps them out just a little bit, and they'll get at least a couple of new skates on for Concordia. But straight back in they come. Allison Savola. Savola centers through right on the doorstep. Which way is she going to go? Couldn't decide whether to spin to her backhand or go for the forehand, and it ended up being poked away at the last second as they had a golden opportunity there. Now the shot comes in. Simpson makes another nice save. Kicks it back out to the corner. Another centering pass right out in front. Taken at the point. Worked in low, and fanning on the shot that time is Dakota Peterson, and it comes back out to Simpson, and she'll hop down on it and stop play with 7:21 left in the first period. 12-0. The shots on goal registering on the board right now in favor of McKendree.
McKendree's won 3 straight. They had, of course, yesterday's 4-0 win, and then 2 in a row by scores of 1-0 over Grand Valley State. In Game 1, Dakota Peterson notched an unassisted goal at 1:41 of overtime. The Bearcats beat the Lakers, and then in Game 2, Natalia Taylor scored at 8:07 of Game 2 to win that by a score of 1-0.
Have we officially picked up a color guy here?
Maybe.
I don't know. He's just kind of listening in and looking. And I don't know what.
We're going to get a penalty, Dan, upcoming as it's touched up, and it will go against Concordia. It's a tripping call. So the Bearcats on their first power play.
Well, joining us in the broadcast booth, at least momentarily here, is the general manager of the Ice Bears of Missouri State University. And Ryan Armstrong, better known as Army. Welcome aboard.
Pleasure to be here watching the game up here with you guys.
Now, of course, you're the general manager for the hockey club. You're also a referee. You'll be doing next game.
Yeah, I had the Concordia team last night against Arizona State, and then I've got the 7 o'clock game tonight. But yes, it's a great opportunity for me to get out there. Oh, there we go.
And there's a score for McKendree as Simpson was able to make the initial stop, but the rebound came out to the other side, and they had a player waiting right there and camped out for an easy open bucket, so to speak. And it's 3-0 McKendree. And we'll see if we can't get the number. I think it's 26 that got that one. That would be Tia K, but we'll wait for the official announcement.
And if it is K, that is her second goal of the game. Play comes low along the goal line and into the corner, and then as it comes right out, the rebound is tucked in.
This comes with 6:46 left here in the first period.
Yeah, that's a tough play for that goalie to make. The defenseman in front on the penalty kill, she was really sure what's going on over here. That's a tough play for that defenseman on the penalty kill. She can only grab one person at a time. That back door is wide open. Goalie just couldn't put it in the corner far enough.
6:40 remaining. It's in the McKendree zone.
For the Bearcats at 13,
puck is swung around to the backside.
16, Paris Suzuki off the assist of number 53, Jana Garrow.
Well, we were wrong on all counts. Suzuki with the goal.
For the Bearcats at 13-13 of the first period.
And who was that on the assist?
And the assist will go to Jana Garrow.
Okay.
So Paris Suzuki gets credit for her second goal of the season.
Well, and like you say, she had a pretty good opportunity there. Just too many players in the right position at the right time that time for McKendree, and too many for Concordia to deal with at the moment. So it's a 3-0 hockey game. Shots on goal now 13-0 as they start the balloon, and Concordia looking for their first shot.
You know, I will say something about the Concordia goalie. I think she faced about 70 shots last night. She is a heck of a player. That is not an easy spot with such a light bench, and she is definitely one of the better team players.
Laura Wentz carries into the zone and feeds it across, and another goal. Wentz will get the assist. I'm not sure who got the goal, but again, a tic-tac play, and no way to stop it. And I believe it's going to be Alyssa Albee who gets the goal. We'll wait and see. But it's happening fast and furious. Every time you talk, somebody scores a goal.
You know what? I'm going to talk when Concordia has, because I want them to pop one. So
5:49 left here in the first period, and all of a sudden things have exploded in favor of McKendree as they lead at 4.
See if we can get a replay of that.
Yeah, take a look at this one coming down the left side, just low along the goal line, and it may have deflected off of the defenseman and in. And that's got to be tough for the goaltender.
Got to grab those sticks on the way back. You got to lift those sticks, keep that pass from getting away.
Well, then it would be Wentz who gets credit for the goal. She was the last one to touch it before that. We'll get the official call on that one in a moment.
Well, if we do.
Good to see John back in the booth down there, huh?
Yeah, I haven't seen John Heisley on the PA mic in quite a while.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Loves the sport of hockey.
McKendree wins
and
the
basketball
draw.
and soccer.
But I think he likes hockey best.
It's at 14 minutes and 11 seconds into the first period is number 22, Alyssa Albee.
It was Albee.
Off the assist of number 13, Lara Wentz. Also in on the play, number 29, Nadia Studnichka. Allison Albee from Lara Wentz and Nadia Studnichka for the Bearcats at 14-11.
I actually got one right today. We're on a roll.
I don't know if I could pronounce. I think I'd mess up that last name there.
McKendree still applying the pressure as Lauren Davey sends a shot wide to the right. Still scrum in the corner now. McKendree has the puck. Looking for someone to center to. Right out in front. And a defensive stick got in there to disrupt the play and the effort from Taylor Clark, or that one would have been goal number 5.
Yeah, a little bit of patience behind the net with the puck. That's always deadly when somebody has that much time to make a choice, or one of several choices. She was going to try to jam it right up in the slot there.
Face off to the left of Simpson. And it's won by McKendree. A little slow to get to the puck at the line, but they do finally collect it. And here they come again. Wald-Billig with a shot.
Close.
Oh, yeah. Wald-Billig got a nice shot off, and another good save by Simpson to stop that one.
She thought she had that in her catcher's mitt there, and it dropped down, and it was between her legs. Luckily, she went down to the butterfly to grab it.
Talked to head coach Maria Barlow about yesterday's game, and the reason why Simpson is having such a hard time with her glove. It's a brand new glove and really has not had much time to work it in.
Yeah, she's getting the glove there. It's just unable to close on it.
Yeah, that's been the biggest issue.
You just wanted to insert some goalie talk there, didn't you?
Hey,
you got to take it where you can get it, huh?
You missed it when I talked all about Malinowski. If you look at her stats, .73 goals against average.
Wow.
She's played 4 games and already has 3 shutouts.
That's impressive.
Keisha Johnson tries to wrap one around, but
and she's a southpaw.
But you know what you did? You just said it, though. You just said it.
Well, you said you wanted Concordia to get a goal.
I do want them to get a goal, but I'm just saying, she's going to listen to this broadcast and not be happy with you, Steve.
It's you. No, it's you. It's all you, buddy.
McKendree still at it. In the meantime, there is a hockey game going on. And it shot wide to the left by Nina Pantich into the, not Nina Pantich, Chase Holloman got the shot off from McKendree. Now they'll fight back behind the goal. Kim Mills gets in there and mixes it up a little bit. Back out to the half board. All the way back around the other direction. Played there by Chaperone. And by the way, we'll talk to her at intermission number 1, I believe it is.
First intermission, we'll talk to Kiera Chapron.
Back out to the point. Here's Kayla Waldbillig. Skates toward the middle, all the way to the right. Oh, and lost it off the end of the tape, and it comes out to the neutral zone, and McKendree will have to retreat, at least momentarily. Back in it comes. I might go out for a salad in the second period. I'm not sure. I'm kind of hungry. You might just take it in the second period. It comes over on the right-hand side into the zone once again. McKendree now at the red line. We'll have to skate it back in. We're going to get an offside call. And that stops play with 2:30 left here in the first period. A 4-0 decision for McKendree's Bearcats so far.
Yeah, and unfortunately on the shot total right now, 16-0 in favor of McKendree.
Well, obviously the McKendree scouts watched what happened on the first rink last night and realized that this was not a team to be trifled with, and they have come out here. They picked up the pace immediately to wear this understaffed team out, and it has worked perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what coaching. That's what good coaches do, is they scout the competition and find out where they can be most effective. A little delayed offsides here. See if she gets out.
2:04 remains, and they're going to just let it play.
Yep.
So McKendree with it. They're going to bring it out to center. And a lead pass off the skate of Keisha Johnson. Intercepted briefly across the Ice Bears' big bear head. Nice to see the bear head out.
Oh, it's so nice to see it, Steve. I love it.
Of course, this is the home rink of Missouri State. They're Division I and Division III teams. Puck out at center with 1:39 to go and sent all the way down by Olivia Dries.
Dakota Peterson is going to get to the puck before Dries does, though. They send it out to the slot, and a shot on goal and right into the chest protector of Simpson. 4-0 your score, 1:29 left second period. I'm Dan Lee along with Steve Casson, and our crew blossomed from 2 to 4 today somehow.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be just a two-person crew. Then Kristen Kuzo decided to help out and do camera work for us, which we greatly appreciate. Dan wants to pay you, by the way.
He's going to pay you in a salad, by the way, Christian. I hope you don't mind.
Then Army comes in on color. You know, anybody that wants to come do the broadcast with us, come on in. We've got plenty of microphones.
For sure.
I won't be able to be here for the 7 o'clock game tonight for everybody listening. And if you want to yell at a linesman, I'll be out there. So go ahead and take your shot.
We can mic you up, maybe.
Oh hey, that would be cool.
Do you have a wire? I mean, I can't skate around with a microphone in my hand.
No.
That makes it a little hard to drop the puck.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out one day, but not right now. 1 minute remains in this period. And here comes Lauren Davey.
And Davey will work to the right-hand side. Lost it off the end of the stick. Now tries to feed it back out to the slot. And it's snapped out of there. And a little bit of a break for Concordia.
Back out, and they'll try it again. This time with Savola.
To Wentz, and Wentz will steer it along the boards. All the way back behind the goal it comes. Knocked down there by Concordia, but they can't do a whole lot with it. Line changes continue for McKendree. And Concordia can only dream of such a day. As it comes back out to neutralize, McKendree is just flying around and doing a great job of it right now. Here's Kayla Waldbillig.
Time for one more rush.
And she'll give it off on the left-hand side. There's the shot and a save off the shoulder pad of Simpson from the stick of Taylor Clark. Back in behind the goal, still 5 seconds left to try. Steered into the corner and taken down there is a couple of players, and that will do it for the first period. So McKendree cranks up the volume and gets the speed skaters out there and wears down a very game Concordia-Ann Arbor team, but it's a 4-0 count at the first intermission with McKendree in control.
Still trying to figure out who that first goal was, and I know those you follow McKendree may know, but for us who just missed it, here's goal number 1. And this one was just a short, quick shot where the goaltender came out, couldn't make the stop, and it went underneath Simpson's pads for a 1-0 game. Then the second goal we do know about, that's Tia K's first of the season at 3:44. This is a 2-0 lead. And then McKendree, and we still don't know who the third goal, Suzuki, Paris Suzuki gets it, that's right, that was updated. Her third of the season, right on the doorstep. Cajon with the assist, and it was a 3-0 game, and then Albee makes it 4-0 for McKendree at 14:11. Wentz gets the assist, Stunichka also on the assist, and that's where we stand right now after one period of play with a 4-0 lead for McKendree. Shots on goal in the period ends up 18-0. Simpson faces 18. Malinowski, no shots. And we've only had one penalty for one power play opportunity. That was for the Bearcats. They are 0 for 1. No, they're 1 for 1, actually.
That was a power play goal.
Yeah, that was a power play goal. They are 1 for 1. And that's where we stand at this moment. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Kiera Chapron will be our guest. She's from Concordia-Ann Arbor. We'll do that in just a moment. After 20 minutes of play, it's 4-0 McKendree.
Now playing at Mediacom Ice Park in Springfield, a new ice age. It's the Missouri State Ice Bears hockey, now through February. Exciting, hard-hitting, fast-paced collegiate hockey, Ice Bears style. Get your advance tickets at Missouri State Tix box offices or call 417-836-7678. Tickets also available at the games. There are no speed limits at Mediacom Ice Park when you see Ice Bears hockey.
We're back at Mediacom Ice Park. Steve Cass and Dan Lee talking now with Concordia-Ann Arbor University Cardinals forward. You're a defenseman, Kiera Chapron from Eagle River, Alaska. And first of all, what's it like to get out of Alaska? Alaska's cool, from what I understand. There's some good hockey up there, so you decided to come down here.
I did. I have a lot of family here, and I really like Concordia, so I decided to come down.
You have family
Yes.
here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so is that what brought you down specifically? Or? Yeah,
the main reason. I really wanted to come to a school in Michigan and play some hockey.
Okay, and then how did you end up at Concordia specifically?
So Coach Barlow was emailing me, and I was really interested because it was a brand new program, and the campus was really small, and I like small campuses, and she seemed to be very personal. So
how did you find out about you?
I signed up for this website. It's like for recruits. So she found my profile, she started emailing me, so we emailed back and forth. Then I came and visited in the summer, and I fell in love with the campus.
So did you have like some video highlights out there floating around on the web for people to look at?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. It worked, didn't it?
Yes.
What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in mass communications, specifically photojournalism.
That is definitely a good field, I can say. I did that for several years. I was a sports photographer and writer, and you have to be a one-man band. Mm-hmm. So they have obviously told you all about that. You know that you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to write. You're going to have to shoot. And unless your pictures are good enough, and they say, "Oh, don't even touch the writing part. We need you to be." Who do you want to shoot for? Like National Geographic?
I want to shoot for an NHL team.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Then you may have to write a couple of cut lines, but probably not much. Yeah. They have all their other writers to do that kind of stuff. I know, I've done that.
Yeah, he's done that too, believe it or not, for the LA Kings.
And look where I am now, broadcasting this.
Yeah.
But
you're not giving her much hope for the future here.
No, what I'm saying is she has more hope than I do.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right.
But let's talk about, Eagle River, Alaska. From what I know about it, it's kind of a small little town, isn't it?
It is very small, yeah. It's about like 30 minutes north of Anchorage. And everyone knows everyone in that community, so it's very nice.
That could be good, that could be bad, right?
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows everyone's business.
So I'm sure when you left to go play hockey somewhere else, it was all around town.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Kiera's leaving, she's going to play hockey.
Yeah.
Do you have any people maybe watching this weekend?
Yes, my family is watching. And my dad actually flew down, so he's here.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
So you have some family here, and that's good. And it's starting to get a little cold up there, so it's nicer to be down here, right?
Actually, yes. It's still very warm here, so I can still wear shorts.
Now, did you actually start off on the lake or the river or the pond or whatever it took to get you some ice up there in Alaska, or did you go straight into a rink?
I went straight into a rink.
Okay, so you didn't have to worry about the bumps so much.
No.
So there's no Mystery Alaska going on.
Yeah, there's no
here.
Mystery Alaska thing going on with
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I saw what they did to those guys in Mystery Alaska. That was not fun.
Yeah. Whatever happens in the locker room stays in the locker room.
Yeah,
but
right.
Did you did you get a chance, or have you ever played outdoors on a pond or anything?
I have. It's very different. I do like it. You just have to be careful of those bumps still.
Yeah, and it is fun, especially when it snows.
Oh, yeah.
See, okay, I did that too. I skated on a pond, and it was snowing, and it was fun, and it was great. But the cool thing about it is if you need to Zamboni, you just move to another section of the ice, and you're good to go.
Yep. Got to shovel off the snow first.
We're talking with Kiera Chapron from the University of, or Concordia-Ann Arbor University, long sentence there, the Cardinals from Eagle River, Alaska. And obviously, you're on a first-year team, and it's got to be tough. You really are 0-4, but in yesterday's game, you guys, you were in the game.
Yes, we were. We had a very good first period. We got a goal, so we got her first goal for the season for Alex.
Yeah,
so that's
and
very
first
exciting.
Alex Ragon.
Yeah.
Ragon, excuse me. Ragon.
And first goal on the road, that's got to be a promising thing for the team.
Yes. Actually, there was a girl. Yeah, this is our first goal on the road. Yep.
What's it like in the locker room? I mean, I've had a chance just in brief to talk to Maria Barlow, your head coach, and say, if you only had more players.
Yeah.
So what? Obviously, she's telling you players are going to come.
Yes, players are coming. Right now, the locker room, we're just having fun. We get along great. It's just we're all becoming really good friends.
I was going to say, I would like to have seen the mood of the team when you went to the locker room tied at 1-1 with Arizona State. That had to have been a fun moment.
Oh, we were very excited. Our coach was excited. We're like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
Now, teams that have short benches, and we've seen, and actually McKendree is one of those teams, not the women's team, but the men's team. We broadcast Missouri State here, and we have played McKendree before. Now, granted, Missouri State's a Division I team, McKendree's a Division II team, but they work on playing a full 60-minute game, and they're always out there. Most of their practice is nothing but skating. So has Coach kind of instilled skating, or are you starting to develop the fact that you're a short bench? You need, by the time it's 60 minutes, to be better winded than your opponent.
Yes, we work on skating every single day in practice. We do crushers, we do cane and canes, and then we go straight into drill, so we get used to the feeling of skating, and so we can keep going.
So and even if you go 0-9 or whatever your schedule is this year, even if you lose every single game, your players are going to be sought after because of their conditioning later on down the road, and that can open up some big doors down the road.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you can't beat that kind of training when you don't have a choice. Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing is you have 11 freshmen and 2 seniors, so next year, literally, your team is going to be very young.
Yes.
The freshmen are going to be sophomores. You're going to get more freshmen in, so it's going to be basically a 2-year hockey team with a lot of conditioning going on.
Yeah. And we have a lot of room to grow from that, too.
And one of the things you mentioned in the locker room, you guys are having fun, and that's exactly what it seems like on the ice. There's no putting the head down. There's no, oh, my gosh, I can't believe we have to deal with this. It's just being out on the ice, right?
Yes, exactly. We're out there. We're out to play some college hockey. We're out there to have fun, and that's what we're doing.
And there was times, even into the third period, even late into the hockey game, there were times where all of a sudden you guys just kind of went and turn a light switch on, and you like 3, 4, 5 shots in a row, and you're in there, and everybody's just like, whoa, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
So do you kind of pace yourself and get ready for those moments and then try to let loose with all of it all at once, or did that just come naturally?
Yeah, we kind of pace ourselves, but most of it just comes naturally.
Yeah. But you could tell there was times when everybody just kind of went, okay, now.
Yeah.
And there it went. And then all of a sudden, ASU's back on its heels going, what happened? So it made it exciting even down the stretch there. And, there were some other times there, especially in the third period, late in the third period, where we were literally praying for an icing just so you guys could get a break because they were just pounding on you for a while and you couldn't even get anybody off the ice.
That's got to be tough.
It is very tough. But that's where the conditioning comes in, so that's been helping us a lot.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of a slow game to start off with. I think both teams were really kind of try to figure out their game, and all of a sudden I think Arizona State kind of got caught. They thought, this is a short bench team that's playing us in the first period.
Yes.
That had to be a positive effect for this hockey club.
Yes, it is. And we also, we drove down from Michigan yesterday, so we just got on the ice and we were trying to get our legs back, so that's why it took us a little bit to warm up and then start to get going.
One person who I saw through your Twitter is Cassidy Scheiben. I think she's been signed to play.
Yes, she has been.
That's always nice. You're still recruiting. The season's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that she's playing in the U19 league, I think. And,
yes.
And it's the Kalaska K-Stars, I believe. And one of the comments was your coach said, "I'm glad that we got to steal her away." Do you feel like all you guys as a collective whole have been stolen away from other places, and it was just meant to play here in Concordia?
I think so. I mean, I know a lot of the girls had many different offers, so I think Coach Barlow snagged some really good girls on this team.
What was the big draw? I mean, a brand new program, it's hard to get people interested in a brand new program, and yet she has some very quality players on this team. Not enough of them, but some very quality teams, yourself included, players. And what's the draw? What turned you guys on to Concordia to come here?
I think it's a small campus. A lot of people don't want to go play for big teams with big campuses. They want to go have some playing time, and just things like that.
You don't have to battle for rink time and all that stuff. Yeah,
and we also got some perks from Coach Barlow. Said that we were going to be sponsored and stuff. So we got some new gear.
That's nice. That's great. Then you don't have to worry about breaking sticks or anything like that. It's all going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That's a big plus. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back to my playing days, and when I played, and there was wood sticks, you know, the Sherwood wood.
Here we go with the in my day.
Well, someone mentioned our my days from yesterday, but no, you know, it's always good, and that's the way hockey has changed now. You know, it's really changed, and I say that because when people grew up years ago, you foot your own bill, and now you kind of get to play and not have to worry about a lot of things. So obviously it takes a lot of pressure off of you, where you can just go to school, you can take care of that. You don't have to worry about getting a job to try to take care of hockey. I know your folks might help out too, but a lot of players feel that way. They feel like if they're going to buy their own equipment, it's with their money, but it's a little different now.
Yeah, yes.
Thankfully.
Yes.
Well, you know, kudos also for being willing to jump in on a brand new team, not only in college hockey period, but in the D1 level of ACHA. A lot of guys and girls will go to the D3 first and work their way up from there. You guys just said, hey, let me at them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a little courage involved there. So
we all took a risk, and so far it's been paying off.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're having a great time out there, and we're enjoying watching y'all.
Thank you.
Kiera Chapron joining us, freshman from Eagle River, Alaska. And any plans on when you go back, kind of wearing all your Concordia gear and saying, look, I'm a hockey player? Probably.
I just want to show off. Also, I want to go get some of the girls that I know to come play.
That would be fun. Yeah, let's talk for just a quick second here. There's obviously a hockey league there, and what's the atmosphere from people that might want to come and play?
I know there's a lot of girls. It's just really hard to get opportunities in Alaska because no one wants to fly out. So some of the girls, like showcases, they have to come, and that's the only way they get seen, or they sign up for websites like I did. So it's hard. That's why a lot of the other girls, like I am going to kind of like say, hey, email my coach. And that's how a lot of the girls get onto teams. Yeah, because back in my day, no. All right, that's enough. Kiera Chapron joining us. Thanks so much for doing this. And I always end the interview with wishing people more goals. I know you're a defenseman, but I do wish you more goals for the remainder of the season. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming up here.
Thanks for doing this.
Good luck to you.
We'll take a break. Be back. More hockey coming up in a moment.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Now playing at Mediacom Ice Park in Springfield, a new ice age. It's the Missouri State Ice Bears hockey. Now through February, exciting, hard-hitting, fast-paced collegiate hockey, Ice Bears style. Get your advance tickets at Missouri State Tix box offices or call 417-836-7678. Tickets also available at the games. There are no speed limits at Mediacom Ice Park when you see Ice Bears hockey.
We're back at Mediacom Ice Park. Steve Cass and Dan Lee. Also on camera, Christian Kuzo. Thanks for doing that, Christian. And Dan, I saw you and Ryan Armstrong getting headsets and wireless mics. Is he going to be between the glass?
Yeah, we're gonna give him an audition as a between the glass kind of guy and see what happens.
Okay.
This could be the biggest mistake in hockey broadcasting history. But
you know what? It already is in so many ways.
Well, 4-0 is our score. McKendree up on top of Concordia-Ann Arbor as we get ready for the second period, and McKendree wins the draw.
As McKendree picks it up quickly, racing in is Elisa Albee, and as she goes through the crease, it is deflected away from goaltender Brittany Simpson. Puck comes right up the middle. An opportunity there hits a skate, and it goes to the near side corner. Again, it's Albee behind the net. She'll go to the far side. Laura Wentz is there to give it to Albee. Back to Wentz through some traffic, and it's picked up and taken away now by Mia Rowland, and she gets it out to center ice all the way down into the McKendree zone. Icing? Yes, it is an icing call.
18-0 the shots on goal now, so that was what, 16 for the first period?
No, it was 18 total.
It was 18? Okay, they should have a couple of more shots on there then. They've already had 2 in this period.
Nothing yet, but at this point, who's counting?
Yeah.
It's awfully tough for a team that was described by Kiera Chapron as having fun. They're just having fun out there as Concordia at this
and they're
point.
working toward the future, and that's a good thing all the way around. You know nobody's going to get more experience than they do this year, that's for sure.
Well, especially they opened up against Miami of Ohio. That's got to be a tough situation, too. You open against a team that literally outscores you 24-0.
Yep.
And you know what kind of you're in store for. But right now, they're making a game of it as much as they can. Here is the captain of McKendree getting a shot off. That was Nadia Stunichka. It's behind the net. Working it is Kimberly Mills now for Concordia. Puck stolen, left side. It's blocked in front. Oh, that went off the hand, and it's stinging. Now, as getting upended is Rowland. She still is able to tap it out to center ice, but she's hurting her right hand as she inadvertently stopped the puck with her hand. Now puck comes all the way down, and that would be a blow. If she was to get hurt, the leading scorer right now for Concordia, 2 goals, 1 assist. 18-18 to go in the period. Puck to the right side. Now right point, crossed over by Stunichka. Left side drive is gloved and held onto. That one coming off the stick of Madison Messick.
Yeah, if ever there was a team that could not take another penalty, especially to one of their better players, it is Concordia.
Well, penalty or an injury.
Yeah, if you're joining us late, Concordia only has 8 outskaters and 1 goaltender. That's the whole team. And they're playing the number 2 team in Division 1.
Breaking in, sorry, Dan, and getting a great opportunity was Dominic Roosh, but a huge save by Simpson. Now they come again. This is Messick with a drive, and Simpson with the save. I'll see if I can get that one. I have to tell you, that was a huge save on a break-in all alone, and we get an icing call.
Yeah, Aaliyah Burbridge. I'll never get that right. Burbidge. Usually you see another R in there, but it's Burbidge. Aaliyah Burbidge couldn't quite touch up in time.
This one comes off the face-off as we take a look at the replay, and just all alone in front in a huge kick save, and Simpson was able to keep it out of the net.
Next stoppage in play, we'll check in with our man between the glass and see what he's got to say. Here it is right there.
Now let's check in with Ryan Armstrong.
Hey guys, down here on ice level, and like I said earlier about the Concordia goalie, she is just really in her element, and she's getting a lot of practice today. Obviously 22, no, I think that's 23 now, but she's showing great control as a goaltender, so she needs to keep it up.
Obviously at ice level you're able to get a little bit better idea of what's going on there compared to where we are, and we'll check in with you a little bit later and just see what the pace of the game is.
Sounds good, guys.
Okay, so we've got a former player, former coach, now broadcaster and official. We got to get him to sing the national anthem. That's what we got to do. He will have it all covered once we get him to sing the national anthem.
As long as you can play it on guitar, Dan.
That would work.
17:35 to go in the period. A 4-0 lead for McKendree. Coming in to take the draw is Paris Suzuki, which, by the way, Suzuki was given credit for the first goal at 3:28. That's her second of the season. She scored on the power play at 13:13. That's her third of the season. So Suzuki has 2 of the 4 goals here today. Tia Kay with 1, her first, and Alyssa Albee also with a goal. And for Albee, that is her fourth, that is actually, of the season.
Yeah, so that would actually make Suzuki the leading candidate for player of the game so far.
Right now, with her 2 goals. We don't choose that, though. High slot shot and a big save by Simpson. So the high slot shot came from Dakota Peterson. I believe that's 53. So that is Garrow. Jenna Garrow got that shot. Here's another shot by Garrow. It's gloved into the corner. Picked up by Reagan, and it's out to center ice.
Rowland almost had a breakaway, but it came just behind her a little bit, and now they'll go back the other way.
All the way in, no icing as it's been waved off. 16:47 to go in the period. Don't forget another game here tonight. It'll be Aquinas and Arizona State. We'll have that one for you here on Web Sports Radio.
And then 2 big games tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and those are going to be kind of the best matchups, I think, between all 4 teams. Having Concordia play Aquinas and McKendree playing Arizona State. I think those teams will all match up well.
Rowland got back in a hurry and trapped her McKendree counterpart deep in the zone, but now McKendree breaks out.
Into the zone for Charlie Wagner. Picks up her own rebound, lets it go to the left side. Oh, breaking free and getting a shot off, but a good angle cut down by Simpson, as getting a shot in front was Keisha Johnson.
Coach Army Armstrong, let's talk to him for a little while between the glass down there. You're Concordia, you got a short bench, and you're up against the number 2 team in Division I. What do you do?
You got to play smart. You got to let the puck do the work, and you got to make smart passes when the time's there. I know they're struggling in their own zone. Just a small little out like that, just right off the skate, make it hard for them to keep the puck in the offensive zone. So keeping the puck out of your defensive zone and quick, smart passes. The quicker you skate, and the more you have to exert energy, you're going to get tired quicker with that short bench. So basically just a little smarter hockey than anything.
Back into the McKendree zone.
With 15:32 to go. Puck clear to the far side. That off the stick of Chaperone.
I should say the McKendree offensive zone.
Yeah, there it is as Dakota Peterson has it. Right side now, and a drive in off the stick of Davey is held on to. Coming up at the second period intermission, Derek Palardy. He'll be our intermission guest, head coach of McKendree. Used to play locally, or at least in the Kansas City area, for the Mavericks.
At the time, the Missouri Mavericks, yeah.
At the time they were a CHL team.
I think I actually saw him play against my home team, the Comets, one time I went up there to see a game.
Well, we went up there. That reminds us, I wish we could play it, of our little 5-minute...
Oh, that was the River Otters.
Yeah, that was River
on the
Otters
other side. Yeah, I'm talking about the Mavericks.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It was the Mavericks.
I think actually Derek was playing for the Mavericks when they played the Comets up there. I might have actually seen him skate.
I was there for a game when I got talked into doing another women's tournament up there. I'll tell you about that in a moment. It's a 2-on-1 breaking from McKendree, and left side pass over from Hoadley. Hoadley, that is. Charlie Hoadley with a pass. Now right in front looking for an opportunity is Albee, and a big save, and it gets deflected out to center ice, and here might be a break.
Rowland on the move. She's got some room. She looks in. She shoots. Oh, a nice leg save that time. Great save, as a matter of fact, by Jasmine Malinowski. We haven't called her name the whole game.
Now that's her first shot and first save, and it was a dandy, too.
She had to work for it, but she's got one in the books now. And a shot for Rowland as the puck comes back down into the McKendree zone. They'll pick it up there. Skates changing. McKendree waits to set it up, and here they come.
Across the line, and this is going to be a delayed offside. It's coming in too soon was Tia Kay. McKendree will set it up again. Now Kay is onside, and they'll send it in, but that's as far as it's going to go, as it's backhanded by Kimberly Mills. Stays in the zone, though. Picked up by Roosh. 2 goals, 1 assist for the San Jose, California product. Played with the Anaheim Lady Ducks. Drive in through some traffic, and a big save by Simpson after the shot by Johnson, and it's cleared out. No, that's actually 19. That is Roosh. as it's cleared out to center ice. And we get an icing call.
Ryan Armstrong, when you've got a short bench like that, you can actually use the icing to your advantage, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if the way that college hockey is set up now, that if you ice the puck, you're not allowed to change. So it gives you a couple seconds break. Just real quick, Steve, I'd like to jump back to that breakaway save. As a goaltender who hasn't seen a single shot, and for your first shot of the game to be a breakaway, how impressive was that?
You know what? That was impressive. I was going to mention something about that, and if the question to you was, what are you thinking when that comes in? My answer would be, I'm just praying I make the save.
As a player, I'm thinking just put something hard on net because they haven't seen a shot. They're probably cold. That was impressive.
Sorry, 2 huge rebound saves by Simpson. Sorry, Army, as a couple of opportunities there for McKendree was denied. And just to finish up your point here, you know, that's the biggest key is when you haven't seen any shots and all of a sudden, if that shot was not hard, which it was, that's the best way to try to test that goaltender is to get a hard shot on goal and make sure you can either break the confidence or do something to wear it down. Here comes a drive in and a save, rebound loose as the opportunity for Dakota Peterson was denied and held on to. And Dan, just some great saves.
You know, I got to say, I think Brittany Simpson has some of the quickest pads I've seen on any level. She can get them legs out in a hurry and get them reset again in a hurry. And you saw a great example of it right there. She just snapped those things out there and got those 2 quick saves. And yep. On any level, that's good goaltending.
We'll take a look at it. Here's the first one, and then there's the second one, and both from the left leg.
And look at the recovery. Look how fast she gets back into position. Impressive.
Well, and it's like I told head coach Maria Barlow, and she agreed, not like I told her, she just agreed as soon as I said it, that if you just had a few more players, this would be a very competitive team. Not that they are not now in Concordia, but it's just tough when you don't have the bench.
Yeah, I mean, what they have is quality players. There's not enough of them, but they have quality players on this team, and they've got nowhere to go but up. They're gonna get better and better, and this is going to be a program we'll be proud to follow.
Keisha Johnson, I've already told her that they're going to be my favorite women's hockey team. Here's a shot that comes out in front and another save.
And how about her vision through traffic, Army? Seems like she can see through that traffic pretty good.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. No, I was just noticing it's getting a little chippier in front, and when you're seeing that many shots, the McKendree team is doing a great job of crashing to the front of the net. And it's starting to frustrate Concordia a little bit, and rightly so. So I think you'll watch for a lot of the play in the slot here.
Hoadley wins the draw. Puck from the left side is blocked in front after the shot by Alyssa Albee. Comes through the slot again, and it goes to the near side. Chasing it down to the near side corner is Messick. Comes up the middle and broken up. Pinball in front, scored. This time waiting on the doorstep is Albee, and she will get goal number 2 for her. And it is a 5-0 game, but, you know, like you were saying, Army, it's got to be tough when it's just pepper, and more.
Sure, they're gonna try to jam home anything in the slot they can, and that's exactly where that was, right back door.
Count goes to 5-0 in favor of McKendree. 11:18 left here in the second period, so about halfway through the contest. 34th shot on goal already for McKendree. And they're back on the attack again.
We'll catch the call from John Hinesley.
Oh, and absolute weirdo goal as it slid in unnoticed off of the stick of Taylor Clark. And that was just one of those weird things. I don't think Simpson ever saw that puck slide by in slow motion.
Well, it's a crazy thing. It comes out from behind the net, and actually, no, that's goal number 5. We'll see if we can get goal number 6 here, as it's coming fast and furious now.
Yeah, I think it was Taylor Clark, number 11. Here's the call on the
2 of the second period. Goal was scored by number 22, Alyssa Albee.
That's the 5th
off the
goal.
Assist of number 2, Chase Holloman. Alyssa Albee from Chase Holloman for the Bearcats at 8:42 of the second period. Scoring the unassisted goal for the Bearcats at 8:32 of the second period, number 16, Paris Suzuki.
Okay.
Paris Suzuki, number 16 of the Bearcats, with the unassisted goal at 8:32 of the second period.
So perhaps it deflected off Suzuki.
Well, that means Suzuki gets the hat trick.
Yep.
She came into this season with just 1 goal. She already has 4 now with the hat trick. And that is unassisted, as John said, so it is 6-0, and we'll catch up with the score on the scoreboard here.
As Kim Mills tries to work out of her own end, but she gave it right back. Thought she had a teammate trailing behind her, and she wasn't there. McKendree picks it up, shoots it in, and Simpson will have a save there as she manages to stop, I believe it was Jana Garrow on that effort. So just like that, a pair of quick goals, and it's a 6-0 game.
Here's the replay of that last, well, that's the tail end of it. We'll see if we can, again, catch that up for you. Get everything set up.
As the faceoff comes to McKendree, wraparound effort. Oh, and an open player on the other side couldn't quite get it there. Back out to the point. McKendree lobs one in toward the net, and it's right into the glove of Simpson. So, yeah, it's just the shooting gallery out there right now. Army Armstrong, as a player, how do you get yourself past a situation like this and just keep having fun?
So, I heard it last night on the ice from the Concordia coach, and they're trying to play man-on-man or woman-on-woman hockey. So they're trying to simplify their own, because the harder you make it on yourselves, if you play zone or trap, you're going to be skating more, you're going to be using more energy. So they're trying to play woman-to-woman hockey, and you know, it's frustrating because their goaltender's doing a great job, but whenever those are crashing forward, I'm not very good with math, but you know, we're on the 9.
Back to work.
And you know, as evidence in yesterday's game, still working the puck, and it is centered and out and all the way down to
by and Jack very nicely. Good defeat. And it's a 7-0 hockey game. This was 7:34 left to go in the second period.
This one, after it finds its way up the middle, gets tipped in front, so there will be an assist on that.
And again, they come streaking in, and it's just relentless now. As McKendree showing why they're one of the better teams. And it's a 7-0 hockey game. Yeah. This was 7:34 left to go in the second period.
This one, after it finds its way up the middle,
we've got audio replays now.
Gets tipped in front, so there will be an assist on that. Coming from.
And again, they come streaking in, and it's just, hey, no, keep it going. I'll just kick back for a while.
Here we go.
Number 22, Alyssa Albee, off the assist of number 13, Lara Wentz. Also in on the play, number 55, Callie Hoadley. Alyssa Albee from Lara Wentz and Callie Hoadley for the Bearcats at 12:26 of the second period.
Concordia has a little bit of an opening, and they'll lift it in and try to get somebody to break free, but just not enough left in the legs of Dominic Santana to catch up with that play. And it's going to be an icing call, and we'll come all the way back down to this end. Boy, we've had some weird things happen this weekend, haven't we?
We have had a lot of weird and strange things.
Face-off will be just to the left of Simpson, and Brittany watches as McKendree wins the draw, and they'll go back to work again. Here's a drive from the point, and this time safely tucked away in the glove of Brittany Simpson. That had some pepper on it there. That shot from Nadia Studniczka, and she put a little fire into that one.
All right, I think we're set up here. 6:21 to go. And again, folks that are watching on Web Sports Radio's live TV, again, we apologize for the internet issues. have been trying to work on it as a shot is held onto by Simpson. We've been trying to work on it for a couple of weeks now, and for some strange reason at the top of the hour, every 4 hours, we have an internet issue.
Yeah,
and
like it is clockwork.
And I just can't seem to get anyone to figure it out. They say everything's fine. We know it's not, and I know it's not on your end. Hopefully we're good for another 4 hours, so we won't have any more issues with the internet.
We can almost guarantee you at 8 o'clock Central Time, you're going to have a little buffering problem. Just hang in there and wait a couple of minutes and it'll clear up.
Yep, just like it did here. Meanwhile, 5:51 remaining, comes down in low. Centering pass, hits a boot, and it's out to center ice, and chasing it is Reagan, and she can't get to it. McKendree does.
And they'll start back the other direction. Now chip along. At the bare head, right in center ice, and taken away. Cardinals have it, at least momentarily, as Alexandra Reagan had a little opportunity. There's a shot that comes in on goal off the stick of Rowland, and Mira's effort is stopped. So that'll be save number 2 for Malinowski. 5:26 left, second period, a 7-0 McKendree advantage. And the faceoff won by Concordia. Rowland turns around, sends it out to the top of the slot. Here's Mills with a shot. This one is deflected. Still out in the top of the slot, and now it finally comes out of the zone. Mills gets a stick on it, knocks it back the other direction, and they'll turn it back into the attacking zone for Concordia. But McKendree there to pick it up defensively. They try to feed it to their own goalie and almost stuffed it in their own net. Boy, Jasmine Malinowski had to be sharp on that one. McKendree now with the puck, and they'll come back, and our man between the glass left the glass.
Yeah, he's no longer between the glass, and we got a score.
And I believe that was Allison Savola, who's going to pick up her first goal of the game.
So McKendree piles it on here. We'll see if we can take a look at this one. It starts from the blue line in, and just a nice tip in front. And that seems like what McKendree's been doing lately, is setting up the person in front for the tip.
Where'd Army go?
He left. Well, he's got to maybe he's got to get stretched and ready for next game.
Oh, okay.
But we'll catch the call from John Hinesley on who gets this one for McKendree. It's 8-0.
And Concordia is still with their head in the game, intercepts at center ice and tries to send it back into the zone.
4 goals in this second period. We ended the first 4-0.
Dries will dump it in now for Concordia, and they'll race for the puck. Alex Reagan gets there, but she's ridden off the puck, and it comes away to McKendree. Now they lose it. Myra Rowlands with a turnaround snapper, and this one is steered aside by Jasmine Malinowski.
At 15-13 into the second period. It's number 12, Allison Savola, off the assist of number 26, Tia Kay, and also in on the play, number 19, Dominika Rush. Allison Savola from Tia Kay and Dominika Rush at 15-13.
And they add to the total, even as John Hinesley speaks, says coming in, and another great pass and a nice redirection goal for Dakota Peterson, who will come up with the goal here for McKendree with 3:50 left in the second period. And it's just raining pucks on poor Brittany Simpson right now.
Again, another blue line rush. And through some traffic, Simpson having all sorts of trouble now with the onslaught that's happening with McKendree.
And again, it's just a matter of energy levels, folks. It's just so hard to skate an entire game practically, and that's what these young Concordia players are faced with only 3 on the bench. And it's just usually a matter of time in those circumstances. You can't fault their spirit or their want to, that's for sure.
No, and this is the first time they're playing 3 straight games this season.
As they get it out of the zone momentarily, and get a little bit of a breather.
Scoring for the Bearcats. At the 16:10 mark of the second period, number 20, Dakota Peterson, off the assist of number 40, Madison Messick, and also in on the play, number 58, Charlie Wagner. Dakota Peterson from Madison Messick and Charlie Wagner for the Bearcats at 16:10 of the second period.
So 2:50 remaining in the period. Puck is cleared all the way down.
And that's the way to clear it, on goal. Give yourself a little break and still get a chance to maybe get some fresh skates out there. That's the 4th shot on goal for Concordia here.
Puck cleared out to center and quickly sent down by Rowland all the way in where the goaltender Malinowski will stop.
Puck intercepted at the blue line. They left the goal wide open when Malinowski came out there, but Rowland unable to put it on the mark, and it comes back the other direction.
Through some bouncing pucks, here comes Hoadley trying to get a second opportunity, and she does right through the crease. Chasing it is Wentz. Now Wentz with a shot in and a good save there by Simpson. Far side boards, loose, and Wentz with it again out of Bismarck, North Dakota. Shot goes wide, goes to Brittany Helleman. Helleman's shot is off the side of the net into the corner. Now grabbed by Concordia. Good stop right there by Mills to get it out of harm's way, but she can't clear it. Drive in, save, rebound, loose. Halleman got that and the rebound. Now Halleman behind the net. She's getting hounded by Mills of Concordia. Chase Halleman, Baldwin, Missouri product. Gets it to the left side. Help from Wentz, but it's outside as Davey can't hold it on the line.
Buck and a half left here in the second period. Here's a steal by Rowland. Rowland coming in on left wing. Looks for some help down the middle. Pass is deflected away, and McKendree will come back the other direction.
Everybody getting back for Concordia, but here comes McKendree's Roosh in, save, rebound, loose. Up the middle, drive, pad save. As it came to the left side to Davey, and a big pad save there, and it's cleared out to center ice.
And if she can hurry, maybe a little bit of a chance that time for Concordia's Alex Reagon, but she couldn't get there in time. Concordia still has the puck, though, as they'll work it back the other direction. Here's Gabby Quintana. She tries to center one through, nothing but purple jerseys there. And McKendree's Bearcats have it once again.
All the way in, and no icing. It's been waved off. So Simpson clears it to the corner. Nobody there as the line change was going for Concordia. Now a errant pass in front, save, rebound, and the third opportunity was denied. That one for Savola. Now the rebound up front, save again, loose, and finally the whistle blows.
And maybe a little bit too much effort that time on the rebound as things do get a little chippy here.
The whistle didn't blow. I don't blame them for keeping it going, but
you're right.
At the same time, the referee, I still think, should have blown that dead.
16 seconds left in the second period, a 9-0 advantage for McKendree's Bearcats.
16.1 to be technical, but Johnson comes in to take the draw for McKendree. She'll win it from Mira Rowland. Now here the Bearcats with a blast in, good save. That one came from the left side off the stick of Peterson, and now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play because the period has come to an end. Shots on goal in the period. Malinowski, she actually faced a couple, 4, for a 2-period total of 4.
Yeah. And go ahead, adding machine there.
Yeah, well, we're looking at about 34 shots.
You got it, yeah, 34 shots on goal in the period.
For a 2-period total of 52. That is crazy shots.
So we're looking at close to 80 shots on the game if it happens again.
On average, it'll be about 80 shots. Once again, power plays, we are still 1 for 1 for the Bearcats. Go over goals quickly if we can, and I believe I have all of them now. We'll go over the second period goals. So Albee, after she scored the last goal of the first period, gets the first goal of the second period. Hallerman gets the assist, this one at 8:42. And McKendree will at this point take a 5-0 lead. Then it's Suzuki Harris who gets credit for her 4th goal and 3rd of the contest. She scores to make it a 6-0 game. Albee comes back. She gets her hat trick goal, her 5th. Wentz and Hoadley and McKendree pouring it on. Then Savola gets into the scoring opportunity. Her 1st of the season. Kay with the assist. And also getting an assist is Roosh. It's 8-0. And the final goal at 16:10, Peterson will knock it in for her 8th. Messick and Wagner, and that's where we stand right now as we get ready to start the 3rd period of play. 9-0 in favor of McKendree, and they have just done nothing but pour it on with 4 goals in the first, 5 here in the second, with 1 more period to go. Don't forget, our next broadcast that we will have for you will be Aquinas and Arizona State. That's 7 o'clock tonight. We hope you'll tune in for that one right
Central
here
time.
on Web Sporting Radio. Yeah, Central Time.
Central Time.
CST, as they say. But we have the 3rd period coming up between McKendree and Concordia. Well, that's right. 7:30 is puck drop. Warm-ups at 7. I keep forgetting about that. We'll have to change that. They changed everything 30 minutes for us for some strange reason, but hope you'll tune in for that. We'll take a break and be back and then talk to Derek Palardy, the head coach of McKendree, in just a moment.
Now playing at Mediacom Ice Park in Springfield, a new ice age. It's the Missouri State Ice Bears hockey. Now through February, exciting, hard-hitting, fast-paced collegiate hockey, Ice Bears style. Get your advance tickets at Missouri State Tix box offices or call 417-836-7678. Tickets also available at the games. There are no speed limits at Mediacom Ice Park when you see Ice Bears hockey.
We're back at Mediacom Ice Park. Steve Cass and Dan Lee. Now with the head coach of the McKendree University Bearcats and Derek Palardy. And Derek, kind of a strange sight. You're one of the few male coaches in a women's team. I know obviously that's got to be a little different because you really kind of have to separate yourself a little bit being a male coach in a women's kind of sport. But what made you decide women's hockey to coach?
First of all, they're, at least the ladies on our program, they're an absolute pleasure to work with. They go about their business the right way. They have some fun, but they are really devoted and dedicated to what they're doing, both on and off the ice. So it's really fun and easy to work with. And I think my personality and style as a coach really suits the women's game. If I'm, going to be comparing it to the men's, I guess. I'm more laid back, and I'm not the type that's going to get in their face and yell and scream, which sometimes causes players to shut down. So really try and approach them from a point of reason and help them learn rather than get the most out of them through through a bag skate or yelling and screaming and motivating through fear in that way. So I'm more trying to get to their level of understanding and help them learn the game and keep getting better and better, which is what they all want to do.
Kind of letting them play to a point with some guidance and encouragement.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you still got them doing line dances and stuff, right? Blue line dashes and all that good stuff.
We get our conditioning in every once in a while, but it's I think what I communicate to them is that it's not a punishment. It's it's necessary in order to get to the level that we want to play at. So.
Well, conditioning is more and more a part of this game. And,
absolutely.
And you have to have it on any level. So.
Right.
And you have to make sure you can play 60, and that's obviously a big key. I'm looking at your lineup here, and a lot of kids from Canada. What makes them decide that they want to come play in the middle of the country for a hockey team?
I guess it's just our program. Being at an NCAA Division II school and being treated as any of those NCAA D2 teams that we have at the school. It is, I guess, appealing to them because you're getting, a fully funded program, a ton of commitment from the university, and really just, the chance to continue playing hockey while they get their degree. So.
Well, you made it all the way into the professional ranks, but we always like to go back and see what started this whole progression. How did you get involved in hockey? When did you decide this is really what you wanted to do?
I just started going to Blues games at a very young age and fell in love with the sport. And when you're sitting there on the glass and watching warm-ups and a player flings a puck over to you, and it just makes you feel good, and you want to go out there and do the same thing that they're doing. And just picked up that passion when I was young, and started skating when I was like 2.5, and had to wait a few years till I could actually play hockey because the leagues don't start until you're 5 years old.
I'm sure you remember who was it that flipped you that puck?
Greg Millen. I wanted to start out as a goalie, but I don't know. I've been skating so long that they said you're going to be a good forward skater, so get out of the net and start skating.
Yeah. See, I was the opposite. They said you can't skate that well. Stay in the net. No, rumor has it the Blues may be looking for a coach.
Right. Yeah, someone's in the hot seat there, but hopefully they can get it all figured out, because I'm a passionate fan. I'd like to see them straighten it out and make the run that they should this year.
I heard something today, at least for my team, which is the LA Kings, and it's almost the same for the Blues. The difference is, I think that the Blues division is a little bit more competitive, with Chicago now all of a sudden doing well. But for LA in the Pacific, LA has to play about 85% in order to make the playoffs. And right now, with the Kings and the Blues having kind of the same record, Blues are going to have to play about 85% to make the. I listened to that stat and said, I don't want to think about it. Yeah. But that's reality. It's tough starting off slow like that.
It is. Teams have done it before, and I guess it's sort of a way to motivate the group that's having a bit of a tough time to kind of look back at teams that have done it and made deep runs into the playoffs. But, for however many that's happened to, there's probably dozens more who just, were out of the running.
Sure.
Into the season. So.
You may not have made it to the Blues, but you did make it back to Missouri for some professional hockey. You ended up playing with the Mavericks.
I did. It was a great experience. I loved every part of my time with the Mavericks. I spent 2 years there. It was actually the first 2 years of the organization's existence. So to kind of start with that program there and see what it's become from that point, it was a huge honor, and just lucky to be able to do it.
And that was when they were with the CHL, which I believe is defunct now. Is that right?
It got absorbed into the ECHL. So all those teams that were existent in the CHL are now part of the ECHL.
And that's when they were the Missouri Mavericks, right?
Now they're the KC Mavericks.
Yeah. Right.
Kansas City Mavericks. Yes.
Exactly. Derek Palardy is joining us, head coach of McKendree. And, just a second ago you talked about having a good record and playing strong. I mean, your team's 7-1 right now. You're ranked number 2 in the ACHA Division I women's first ranking. Granted, there's some other teams that are like Miami of Ohio. They just haven't played very many games. Right. They're going to start getting ranked. But regardless of that, it's nice to know that people think right now you're number 2 in ACHA Women's Division I.
Yeah, well, the computer does at least. So.
Well, that's true. It is computer ranking. So based on statistics, the computer thinks you guys are good. But mentally, though, that's got to bode well for your team.
There's some good and bad with it. It does. It's an indicator of how far we've come and the success that we're having so far. But it also puts a target on our back, and teams will start gunning for us, and they'll be out to prove a point, and we need to prove a point of our own if we want to stay up that high in the rankings. But at this point, I don't want to draw too much attention to it with our team. It's sort of meaningless until you get down to the last ranking of the season, right? So we're just going to continue to go out and play our best game every night, and hopefully it'll work out for us.
Well, when they put this tournament together, we looked at the scheduling, and we thought, well, there's one pretty good bow out there to be looking for that target. But after what we saw last night, nothing is a given in this tournament. You guys had a pretty tough time with Aquinas. Concordia gave Arizona State some pretty good scares along the way last night. So you never know, on any given night in the game of hockey, things can happen.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially with the ACHA Women's D1 this year. The level of play has come a long way in just the 2 years that I've been coaching. So it really speaks to the level of play of the ACHA, and just really strong hockey across the board. So it's going to be a lot of teams competing for those few spots that are going to be at nationals at the end of the year. So that's everybody's goal, and it's going to be a fight to the finish.
Derek Palardy, head coach of McKendree University, joining us. Okay, I know you don't want to single out very many people, but I have to do this partially because she's a goaltender. But Jasmine Malinowski, her goals against average, .73. She already has 3 shutouts, a .973 save percentage. It doesn't matter. You look at that stat and you say, she's a brick wall. It must be nice to have a goaltender that can stop the puck when needed.
Yeah, absolutely. She's doing an unbelievable job for us, and really came on strong last year. Was kind of her breakout season where she was, shutting the door left and right on some of the top teams in the country even. So really proud of, her progression as a player, and doing an unbelievable job, and it's all deserving.
She's a junior, so you have her for at least another year.
Correct.
That's got to be nice, knowing that at least there's time. Whenever you have that great goaltender and you got to look and it's their last game and you think, where did 4 years go? Now at least there's time to get, because goaltenders are the backstop. You build around them, sure, and then you go from there. As being a goaltender for a couple of games,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, and most people will tell you that part of the biggest part of having a winning team is recruiting. Mm-hmm. Where do you go to do your recruiting, and what are you looking for when you're out there?
Really trying to hit every major tournament that we can. I'm doing a lot of work with technology these days. You can watch a ton of games online, not really have to be at the game to see players and what they can do. But we do like to get out to certain tournaments and scout as many teams as possible, talk to as many coaches as possible, and I guess the number one thing that I'm looking for above all else is character and work habits. I can see a player on the ice and know that they're skilled enough, but what you really need to find out is, are they going to be a good fit in the locker room? Are they going to be, an awesome representative of the university and of the hockey program that you're building and that you're a part of? So those are the 2 things that I ask first about with every coach, and then with skill, I'm happy to develop skill from players who have the attitude when they come to practice that they're going to get better.
Kiera Chapron, whom we talked with earlier today from Concordia, mm-hmm, mentioned that she put out those videos, those recruiting-type videos of highlights and things like that. Where would you recommend a young hockey player that might be listening right now go to deposit those videos and get the most attention?
Yeah, there's some good websites out there. Captain U is a good one. NCSA is another good one. So, coaches will use those resources, and we've definitely used those, and it's awesome for players to kind of get some exposure where you might not, have the ability to get in front of coaches at certain, tournaments or showcase weekends.
You can look at stats right now, and I'm the stats person. Dakota
Yep.
Peterson, 7 goals, 3 assists, and Natalia Taylor, 3 goals, 4 assists. But really, in the locker room, who is your leader?
I really can't pick one. They've all just gelled together so well. For the, 12, juniors that we have, who all kind of were here at the very start of the program, it's been a tough thing for them because they didn't have senior leadership to look up to, or to guide them through their freshman season when they all came together. So now they're kind of appreciative of the fact that they can do that for other players who are coming into the program. So just that entire class has been so impressive, and then the sophomores they've done it too. So they've recognized it, and they know what this program is about, and they're just really happy to keep it going and build the culture the right way.
Dan talked about recruiting, and you mentioned your 12 juniors. So next year you're going to have 12 seniors. You have 7 sophomores who will be juniors, 5 freshmen who will be sophomores. You're going to bring in additional players after that. After next year, you're going to be kind of a young team. So does your thought process change a little bit with that young team versus...
Oh, I'm so sorry, Coach. We're out of time.
Yeah,
please come back for the next episode. No.
But, does your thought process change a little bit when okay, now my senior leadership is kind of going and I'm going to have to almost, in a sense, start all over?
I don't expect that to happen. I think, the players who are coming up through the program right now, who are just behind that junior class, they are totally committed, and, they came when this program was brand new and hadn't had any success, and now we're kind of enjoying some a little bit and hopefully continuing to build off of it.
And we're back to action here at MediaCom Ice Park as we get things going here in the third period. It's a 9-0 McKendree advantage. I'm Dan Lee along with Steve Casson, and Kristen Kuzo is doing the filmography for us tonight. And McKendree picking it up where they left off in the second period, going back to work on offense and trying to add to that 9-goal total. But in the beginning here, it's a little bit more spunk and speed out of Concordia, even though they're on defense right now. They're flying around the ice again, got themselves a little bit of a rest, and now they're going back to work as they send it down the length of the ice. This will be deflected, and they'll wave off the icing call, and McKendree will start back from their own end. Banking it off the board, up to the blue line, and knocking it back into the corner is Brittany Badger. McKendree will take over there. On the left wing it comes Chase Holloman, and we apologize for cutting off Coach Palardy, as we came back to action a little bit earlier than we thought we would. Yeah. And hopefully we'll get the rest of that interview later on.
I walked back in, and then the hockey game's starting already.
Yeah, we were having an intermission lunch, and a hockey game broke out. So anyway, we're back to action, and it is 9-0 McKendree, and they have it on the left end of the ice as you look at it on your radio dial. As it comes in on Simpson, and she makes the save, her 54th of the hockey game, or actually not her 54th save, the 54th shot on goal by McKendree.
You know what I would say, as you look at it on your big screen TV.
Well, that just tells you how long I've been doing radio broadcasts. Long time. We started off on radio. This used to be just radio only.
It did.
As we come all the way around the boards following the face-off, McKendree still in control. And they'll go back to work on offense. 54-4, the shots on goal here. And McKendree will try to take it deep behind the goal. Lauren Davey gets ridden off the puck there by Kim Mills. But she maintains possession. Now it's swiped out of there, and it comes out to center ice. McKendree will turn it back the other direction very quickly. And on goal is Kayla Waldbillig. She'll take the shot on an impossible angle, and a good save that time from the goaltender. And it comes up high and into the netting, and that'll stop play.
You mentioned Kimberly Mills. She played for the Anaheim Lady Ducks. She also played on the boys team, the Orange Lutheran Lancers of the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. So she's played with the big boys before.
Face off to the left of Simpson. I'm sorry, go ahead, Steve.
That's all right. There's a hockey game going on.
Comes into the near corner as this one by McKendree. Bearcats trying to add to their 9-goal total. Here's a shot, comes in low. It's off of a boot, and it comes away to Concordia. They clear the zone and get a little bit of a break.
Coming in with a backhander and sending it all the way down is Gabby Quintana. She's going to wait on the near side boards. Getting pushed behind the net is Roland, but play continues. McKendree with an outlet, and here comes the pass to Garrow.
And Hoadley will take it in even further and tries to stuff one in the short side, and no dice there as Simpson is all over that one. Back behind the goal, centering pass out front, a wide open net, and goal number 10 as they hit double digits. Oh, a great pass, and nobody there to defend on the play, and I think it was Hoadley that came up with the goal. Yes, it is.
Yeah, their captain gets it, and we are at 10-0 right now for McKendree here in the third period.
Callie Hoadley gets in on the fun for McKendree.
That is her 6th goal of the season. And as you mentioned, Dan, it was just kind of one of those situations where she was open in front, just waiting for the puck, and an open corner up over the glove of Simpson. We'll catch the call from John Hinesley.
As the puck is sent back deep into the Concordia zone one more time. Taken there by Kiera Chapron. And all the way back down it comes. Icing is waved off.
16:43 to go in the period.
Scoring for the Bearcats at 2:49 into the third period. is number 55, Callie Hoadley.
Here's a break.
Off the assist of number 19, Dominica Roosh. And also in on the play, number 13, Lara Wentz. Callie Hoadley from Dominica Roosh and Lara Wentz for the Bearcats at 2:49.
And the break I mentioned was a wide shot. It ended up being a wide shot, and able to clear it out is Concordia.
Line change for McKendree, 16-12 to go in the period. And out to center ice. Now working it is Chase Halleman. Gets it all the way in. And a nice break in front, drive. Oh, what a save. As a big break in front for Kayla Waldebig. And then the rebound is put in. 57th shot and 11th goal for McKendree.
Just too many, too often.
And not enough score sheet. This, after Simpson with a really good save after the first break. There's the save. The rebound, as she couldn't get in position, was put back in.
You know, I was going to tell you about this, but we came back a little bit late. But Gary, during intermission, the scorekeeper, was actually looking for another score sheet because he only has 10 slots on the official score sheet now. They redid the sheet.
They did. So Halleman gets the goal, and it is 11-0 in favor of McKendree. And let's catch the call.
4 of the third period is number 2, Chase Holloman, off the assist of number 11, Taylor Clark. Chase Holloman from Taylor Clark for the Bearcats at 4:04 of the third period.
That is Halleman's first goal and first point for McKendree. And now another opportunity for Paris Suzuki, that is. She already has the hat trick. Shot sails in, and Stunichka has it deflected into the corner off of Simpson. 15:06 to go in the period. Puck is flipped to the near side, and here's a 2-on-1, one of the odd man breaks for Concordia. It'll go to Roland after a slow chance to get it set up. Now a backhander in, and it sails into the corner. Roland gets hit hard and slams into the boards. Officials let it go. Play to the point, and a shot that's partially blocked, intercepted by McKendree, and Davey clears it out.
And here's another breakaway opportunity, one-on-one with the goaltender. In comes Dakota Peterson, but she missed it wide to the right. And McKendree will have to clean it up. On the left wing, another shot at a sharp angle, and this, I believe, was taken by Charlie Wagner, and it's a glove save for Simpson, who now has seen over 60 shots in this hockey game. And we still have 14:24 left in regulation.
And if you combine that with her 73 yesterday, that's enough for about 6 or 7 games on an average night.
McKendree wins the draw. Here's a shot from the point, a glove save by Simpson. It goes off the end of her glove and into the corner, and now it'll be thrown out of the zone.
This will not be an icing. The officials give them a break. 14:08 to go in the period.
And they work it up on the left side, does McKendree. Here's Keisha Johnson. Oh, collision right inside the blue line. Puck comes up and straight onto the stick of another one of the Bearcats. Comes back behind the goal. And they'll fight for it there, along the yellow line. And out of the corner, we are going to get a penalty. And it'll be against Concordia. And right now McKendree trying to maintain the attack, get the extra skater out as the goaltender is pulled. Malinowski has a seat for the first time today. McKendree still on the march, looking for someone to center to. Working all the way to the near half board, now pinned up along the boards, but still in control of McKendree. Back behind the goal it comes. They wait, they show some patience, and now finally it's touched up as somebody got a stick in there.
It's going to be a roughing call.
I think it was Kiera Chapron who finally got a stick on it. And yeah, it's going to be a Roland, I believe, is going to head to the penalty box.
Second power play, and going into the box will be Brittany Badger.
Okay, Badger, not Roland. My mistake.
Here in the third period. Well, we know McKendree's already 1 for 1. And on the power play, they were 4 for 22, 18.1% coming into today's game, as Simpson has to make a save there. On the penalty kill, the Cardinals are 4 for 10, just 60%. They've allowed 4, that is.
11-0 your score. McKendree trying to add to it. They win the draw. They're in the zone. They're on the power play. And a pass intercepted and flung out. Good defensive work as they intercepted a pass from Aaliyah Burbage.
Cleared all the way down, where coming back of their own net will be Burbage.
And McKendree will start off the right wing this time. Bad pass, though. Gets away from him. Picked up by Kim. Kim Mills, that is. And it comes back the other direction. They'll clear it out.
All the way in, this time on goal. Directing traffic is Malinowski, and she's able to clear it out.
Deep down into the corner. Mills is after it. She gets there first, tries to feed it up the wing, and they tap it out of the zone again. So a good PK going on for Concordia right now.
12:25 remaining in the third period. Don't forget, 7:30. Another game right here. Aquinas and Arizona State.
Lauren Davey with the pass and a nice wrister. A one-time wrister coming off the stick of Paris Suzuki, looking for goal number 4, but a glove save by Simpson. And it's still 11-0. 55 seconds left on the power play for McKendree's Bearcats. Arizona State will play this McKendree squad tomorrow night in the marquee game, 7:30 face-off. And that's the one everybody's looking forward to.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm kind of looking forward to Concordia and Aquinas playing.
Yeah, that should be an evenly matched hockey game as well. That should be very entertaining, and that is a 3 o'clock face-off.
Yeah, I got to get used to the extra half hour. Puck is cleared all the way down. The times that you've seen were printed, they were warm-up times. Far side boards. Puck held in. Malinowski steers it back to her defense. Now taken by Davey. Sophomore out of Owens Crossroads, Alabama.
And it's Roosh working on the right corner now as she takes it all the way back behind the goal. Spins around, wraparounds, pass across, and a great pass across the crease, and an easy put in makes it 12-0. And I think that was 20, wasn't it? Yeah, that is going to be another one for Dakota Peterson. Great centering pass from Dominika Roosh to Dakota Peterson, and it's 12-0 with 11:33 left here in the third period.
Yeah, defense just having a hard time there. Here in the third period. So the goal coming. .927.
At 8:27 of the third period is number 20, Dakota Peterson, off the assist of number 19, Dominika Roosh. Dakota Peterson from Dominika Roosh for the Bearcats at 8:27 of the third period.
Yeah, it is 8. I believe I said 9.
Yeah, and Simpson immediately under fire again as McKendree just has too many weapons for this small but game Concordia H.
That's the third assist for Roosh.
And by 8, I mean 8 outskaters. Of course, they have a goaltender as well, but 9 total players on that squad.
And keep in mind that Nadia Rosemariewicz, she is playing volleyball. She's not with Concordia this weekend.
Yeah. They do have 2 other players on the roster that couldn't make the trip for one reason or another. As Concordia works hard trying to get it out of their own zone. Oh, and Rowland is taken down, and that is going to be a big penalty. And a little bit of aggressive play there from Madison Messick will land her 2 minutes. Is that the first penalty for them, for McKendree? I think it is.
It is. There've just been 2, and they were assessed to the Cardinals. This is a roughing call, by the way.
And we'll bring it all the way back down. So a power play opportunity. Let's see what the Cardinals of Concordia-Ann Arbor can do with this. They win the draw. They get the first shot, and it's right into the glove. Good glove save. Jasmine Malinowicz. I'll never get it right. Malinowski, excuse me. Jasmine Malinowski with the save there.
So it's another power play Concordia had 2 in yesterday's game. Actually, they had 1 in yesterday's game they could not do anything with.
Oh, another wide open player out in front, but lifting it up high, maybe partially deflected by Mills, was Hoadley, and it comes back out to the point. And short-handed, McKendree is putting on the pressure right now, and that tells you just how tired this Cardinal team has to be right now. And another fresh squad comes in for McKendree following the stoppage. 1:28 left in the penalty. It's a 5-on-4 advantage for Concordia. And McKendree wins the draw, and they'll keep it in the zone. Lifting the puck into the corner, taken away by Concordia. Tipped ahead, but a little bit too far.
It comes all the way down to the McKendree zone. Chased in behind the net by Garrow. Feeds over to the near side boards. And a good opportunity in front. It was deflected away from Mia Rowland, and it's out to center ice. Back onside. Here comes Concordia. Drive sails high up and wide over the net on a good opportunity by Dries. They're one of their second best opportunities they've had today.
And Mills will retreat. Now she gets it up to her own blue line. Now the headman puck up to the red line is taken. And Brittany Badger trying to keep it on her stick, and she does. Now she'll go back just a little bit. Finds Madison Messick. Messick will dump it in.
Make that 9:03 to go. 23 seconds remaining in the power play. Waldebig has it. 2 goals, 7 assists for her. Brings it out to center. It's as far as it goes.
Now it's picked up on the stick of Jana Garrow, and Garrow goes against 3 red Cardinals to get it into the zone. Gets there. They get it broken toward the slot, and almost an opportunity for Albie to make her 4th goal of the night. But it got away from her. Now it's back out to the point. We're back at full strength. On the left wing, a snapper from the face-off circle, and Simpson does well to hang on to that hot shot. 8:29 left, third period. 12-0 McKendree with the bulge over Concordia. Go to the face-off circle to the right of Brittany Simpson. And now we're going to get a timeout. And I'll tell you what, good time to use it. Maria Barlow knows her team is just flat gassed right now, and they could use a little extra rest. Really kind of gave it all they could on that power play opportunity, and that's why they're a little more tuckered than usual right now. But a good time for a break. 67 shots on goal levied against Brittany Simpson today by McKendree's offense.
Goals, Paris Suzuki with 3. Kia Tay. Alyssa Albee has 3.
Dakota Peterson has 2.
Yes, and the other one goes to Savola, Allison Savola. She has the other one.
Yeah.
And that's where we are right now. Oh, and
Tia Kay.
And Hallerman also has one too.
Yeah.
Mentioned Kay.
Oh, okay. Just a lot of them. 12 goals, which is more than they can fit on the official score sheet. Did we say that?
On their score sheet, yeah.
On the official score sheet, yeah.
We have 3 more.
We've seen too many blowouts to not have extra spaces on our score sheet.
Well, let's just say we've seen 18 goals scored, 18 to nothing. We've seen a 22 to nothing. We've seen a 24-2 game before, and that was definitely extra score sheets. It was not fun.
Well, the back of the score sheet anyway.
Yeah.
All right, back to action as McKendree wins the draw. They send it out to the top of the slot. Here's a quick shot, and it's low along the ice and kicked out of there by Simpson. That one coming off of the stick of Madison Messick. Back out front again, and this one knocked down by the defense. Puck gets away close to the blue line, but the Cardinals can't capitalize, and it comes back to the left side. On the near half board, puck out of the zone now, all the way down.
No icing. It's been waved off by the linesman. And here is Messick out of her own zone. Headman up off of the stick of Tia Kay and sent right back in. Racing is Quintana. Stepping in front of her is Davey. And Davey for McKendree. Gets it out to the right point. Swept around by Roosh with 2 assists. And now do we get another penalty? No, we don't.
Nope. Oh, and a shot comes in on goal, and did it go in? It went in.
It went off of the side of the blocker of the goaltender and in.
A rare miscue from Simpson lets this one by, and that is going to be scored for Aaliyah Burbage.
And Aaliyah gets her first goal of the season here in the third period.
And a 13-0 count now. 7.5 left to go. McKendree back on the attack once again. Skating in, taking the shot. Oh, another good blocker save this time from Simpson, as it was a good opportunity for Paris Suzuki to pick up her fourth goal, but no dice.
At 12:26 of the third period, number 67, Aaliyah Burbage. Aaliyah Burbage with the unassisted goal for the Bearcats at 12:26 of the third period.
And now McKendree player gets tripped up by her own teammate accidentally, but gets back up and gets back into the play. Here's the puck on the doorstep one more time. Now it comes back behind the goal. Centering pass is trapped along the pipe by Simpson, who now has reached 70 shots on goal. McKendree with 70 shots on goal here, and we still have 6:48 left in the hockey game. Make it 71. That'll be the 71st shot on goal. I wasn't sure they were going to count that one because it looked like it might have been to the side of the pipe, but we go ahead and tally that one as well. McKendree loses the draw this time. Concordia gets it out of the zone and they'll race. And it's going to be an icing call before they can get there. I thought for a moment there that Alex Ragon would be able to get to the hash marks in time, but no, and it'll come back down into the Cardinals territory. To the right of Brittany Simpson we go for the faceoff, and Concordia came up with it but lost it at the blue line. Now a shot goes off a shin pad and comes over to the other side. Brianna Sheridan goes down. No call there. It comes back behind the goal. They'll work it around to the near corner. And back out front, there's a shot. Patterson with a try. This one knocked down. Simpson gets a block on the rebound, and it comes back out. Here's Patterson again, looking in. Dakota finds somebody to center to, can't quite get it there. Comes back out to the left and cleared out of the zone.
All the way down, the icing has been waved off, and with 6 minutes to go here in the third period, it'll be McKendree and Walbeleg out to center ice.
And here's Dakota Patterson one more time, working in close, now takes it back behind the goal, looks out front, centers through, and it's stopped right there in the blue paint. And it comes out loose, and now we're going to get a couple of players tied up, and we're going to get a hooking call on McKendree, I believe. Yep. This is only the second penalty of the game for McKendree. And it's obviously going to be the second power play opportunity for Concordia. And it'll be Keisha Johnson who takes the seat for 2 minutes on the hook. This is with 5:42 left in regulation. Power play number 2 coming up for Concordia at Ann Arbor.
Penalties are even up, 2 for 4 minutes each. And the second power play, the difference is the Bearcats.
Oh, and a quick shot right off the face-off, and sprawling for the save that time is Jasmine Malinowski.
Yeah, Bearcats are 2 for 2 on the power play. Yeah, you didn't get the other power play goal. There is a second power play goal, Dan, and I don't remember who it was. I think it was Hallerman, but we'll have to catch that one up. Meanwhile, 1:42 to go. Puck out at center. Here is a lead for Wentz.
And Wentz on the shorthanded effort has it picked off of her stick. And it comes back around the other direction. Picked up by Concordia now as Badger goes to work. Badger sends it around the boards, but nobody there to receive. And it'll be picked up by Wentz one more time. She'll send it back into the corner as McKendree doing some good penalty killing right now. Rowland had it. Sent it back behind the boards. Looking for Chaperone. She sends it back to Rowland, but it's off the edge of her stick. And there's just no energy left out there for the Cardinals. They just got nothing to work with as they've had 2 long games and 2 long nights with a very, very short bench, and it's really showing out there. McKendree is just pretty much playing at will right now. And the Cardinals doing well just to get it out of their own zone and earn a little bit of a break here. Puck sent back around as more fresh skates come out for the dark purple and black of McKendree. Mills, facing a crowd, decides to turn back to the near side for Concordia. Can't get it out of the zone. Taken away. On the right side, they'll shovel it back. Here's a shot from the point, knocked down by the defense. Rebound comes loose out in front, as unable to connect was Studniczka. Now they'll tip it back into the zone. Here's Chase Halliman. She tries to get one up toward the side of the net. It's tipped away, and it comes to the near corner. 3:45 left in the hockey game, and that'll do it for the penalty. And you wouldn't have known that the Cardinals were on the power play right there. They finally do get the puck out to the blue line. No, can't get it out of the zone. McKendree turns around and sends it right back in on Simpson, and that'll be shot 74, so that's even more than last night. And out it comes, and now maybe a 2-on-0 if they can hurry, if they've got anything left.
It is, as Reagan left side, she shoots in and a save. Rebound behind the net, nobody there, as both players were crisscrossing for Concordia. And McKendree able with ease to clear it out to center ice. It'll go to Roosh.
And it'll come on the left side now. Here's Tia Kay. She'll take the shot. It's deflected by Dries. Back behind the goal it comes. McKendree will try to center out in front, and 3 bodies hit the ice right in front of the goaltender. Sticks everywhere on the ice right now. And no calls. McKendree still has the puck. They're still in the attacking zone. Taken away at the face-off circle. And still battled for right there. Now finally picked up by Aaliyah Burbage. And her shot sails. .231 left. Wholesale changes again for McKendree. And as much of a change as Concordia can possibly get. And we go back to work. McKendree working on the doorstep again, and again Brittany is going to have to keep this one under control and hang on. Simpson has been peppered with 75 shots now. 8 shots on goal for Concordia, most of those coming in this period.
Yeah, the only one in the second period was the first one of the game, and that was a big shot in front that
now there's
Malinowski had to make a save, so we get an icing call.
Kind of a late whistle there, but we'll bring it back down the other direction. Coming up in just a couple of hours from now, it'll be the host team, Arizona State University, facing off against Aquinas. And we'll have that game for you as well. Face-off won by Concordia-Ann Arbor, and they'll bring it around to the near side. Now ridden off the puck. McKendree back on the attack. Dakota Patterson with the shot. Nope, she's going to pass it instead, and it's a give and go as she cut toward the slot from the right side, and she got off a nice one-timer following the pass, and a beauty of a pass from Burbage. But a nice save again by Simpson. 1:56, and the clock stops. McKendree trying to roll up 80 shots on goal here. They're only 3 away from it with just a shade under 2 minutes to go in regulation. And the face-off is won by the Cardinals, but it'll be a fight to get to it as it goes by itself into the corner, and it's taken back by McKendree. They'll work it out to the wing. Here's a lob into the middle of traffic, and out of it comes McKendree, and they've got the goal. Somewhere in that pile of humanity, somebody got a stick on it, and I believe it's going to prove to be Madison Messick. .138 left in the hockey game, and a 14-0 count.
We'll see if we can take a look at it on replay, but it's going to be kind of a tough situation here with that pile. And as it's to the bottom of the right circle, it's poked in, and yes, let's see if we can see who spins around, and it looks like it is going to be Messick's goal. Dan, you're right on that.
So 14-0 your count now as we get down to a minute and a half left in this hockey game.
And for, let's catch it here.
22 of regulation is number 40, Madison Messick, off the assist of number 11, Taylor Clark. And also in on the play, number 16, Paris Suzuki.
Boy,
Madison
Suzuki.
Messick from Taylor Clark and Paris Suzuki at 18:22 of the third period.
What an unreal night for Suzuki. 3 goals, 2 assists, if I'm adding this up correctly.
Yeah, that is 3 goals, 2 assists, and you know, if you just caught the excitement from Messick, that's her first goal and first point for McKendree.
Yep, she was a little happy about that one. We'll come back in again. And there it is, shot number 80 on goal. Simpson steers it aside. 40 seconds left to go in the hockey game. 14-0 your score here at the ASU Invitational.
If you want to call it that. See, Arizona State Showcase, I think, here at MediaCom Ice Park. Puck cleared out by Malinowski. And don't want to say it, Dan, but in 20 seconds.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't do that. I know what you're going to do. There's a shot in on goal on Simpson, and she'll make a nice pad save on that one, and they kick it into the corner as time ticks away, and everybody's going to be content to just kind of freeze it right there, I think.
So now I can say it. 5 games played, and Jasmine Malinowski now has 4 shutouts this season.
Out of 5 games. What's that going to take her percentages down to? That's unreal.
Oh, that's
unreal. Goals
against average is going to drop even more. Save percentage is going to increase, but not by much, only because of 8 shots in the game. But McKendree wins 14-0, and we'll go over goals here in the third period. Suzuki back in the first. Suzuki gets the first goal. Kay the second. Suzuki with a power play the third. Albee gets the next 2, fourth and fifth. Suzuki with her second, sixth. Then the seventh is Albee. Savola with goal number 8. Peterson with goal number 9. Then in the third period, Hoadley comes in to get her 6th of the season. Roosh and Wentz with the assists. And it is a 10-0 game. Holloman on the power play. Her first. Clark with the assist. And that one makes it a 11-0 game. Then Peterson in on the goal at the 8:27 mark. Her 9th, second of the game. Roush with her 3rd assist. 12-0. Burbage makes it 13-0. This at 12:26. And then the final goal is Messick, who is extremely happy for getting her first. Clark and Suzuki with the assist, 14-0. And that is the final score here at MediaCom Ice Park. Again, our next broadcast will be on the air right around 7 for warm-ups, but we'll definitely have the broadcast at 7:30 for you, 7:20 with the pregame show. Aquinas and Arizona State right here from MediaCom Ice Park at the Arizona State Showcase, the first ever women's showcase, ACHA Division I at MediaCom Ice Park. Shots on goal, Dan, I didn't catch the final. They cleared it off so quickly.
I think it was 81-8.
81-8 sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it was 81-8.
So if I can do my math here, that means 31 shots in the period for a...
Well, the other way around, 29. Yeah, on the other side of that. 52 shots up until the third period.
And then plus 31 is 81.
No, that'd be 83.
Okay. 79. Or 29, you're right. Yeah, 29 shots. See, I'm not a good math person.
Well, you get me on trivia, I'll get you on math.
There
That's the way
go.
it works.
And then 4 shots in the third period. I can get this one.
Okay.
4 shots in the third period, 3-period total of 8 on Malinowski. Power plays, 2 for 2 were the Bearcats, 0 for 2 were the Cardinals. So the Bearcats increase their record to 8-1 on the season, and Maria Barlow's Cardinals are now 0-5 this season. But you know, they keep having fun. That's the key that I've been told.
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing, to have a lot of fun. So
they know what the score is, literally. I mean, they know what the score is when they come into a hockey game, and they're here to get experience. They're here to build the team. They're going from the ground up. And you know what? 3 years from now, I can't wait to see this team play.
Oh, yeah. 3 years from now, you're not going to know that any of this was what it was.
And they're going to look back and have a big smile and laugh about the good times they had playing hockey together. And that's what it's all about.
So we will be back again on the air right around 7 o'clock Central Time. We hope you'll tune in. Aquinas and Arizona State. Until then, I'm Steve Casson for Dan Lee. Also for our color man, Ryan Armstrong, for about a half a period. And our cameraman, thanks so much for doing this, Christian Kuzo. We'll see you in just about a couple hours from now. Until then, good night, everyone.
So long.